Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm making a video in SHADOVIS RPG going over 3 amazing endgame setups. These setups all will be glitchless, no glitches involved with any of these, and the reason why they're endgame is just because you need access to every area in the game to farm the gear for these setups. Let me know down below if you'd want me to make this video for an early game setup as well. These will be in no particular order, so we're going to start off with the amazing Dawoopa minigun setup. So the Dawoopa Minigun Mage setup is very simple. First, you will need a Seeking Dawoopa. The Seeking Dawoopa comes from the Serpent boss in the depths, and it has a chance to have a bonus magic resistance shred on it. Make sure you farm him until you get one with this bonus, because this bonus makes this weapon crazy. The shield you're going to want for this setup can be 2 different things. One, if you're finding yourself still taking damage while doing this backpedal strategy, you can use the Oni shield. The Oni shield will give you Lifesteal while still giving you bonus health and armor shred, so overall it is very good to use. However, I do recommend the Unholy Great Shield a bit more, because it gives you way more attack speed, 66.6% attack speed, 25% armor shred, and 50% armor, but you don't get into lifesteal, so you're not healing a lot with it, and you do lose some health, but your offense goes through the roof. For both your legs, chest, and hat, you're gonna want the full Mystic set. So the Mystic chest and legs both give 100% magic damage multiplier, which is huge, and the Mystic hat gives a 25% one, but when you wear the full set, you get a 100% magic damage multiplier added on top of it, as well as a 50% critical strike damage bonus. So it is very, very important you get this full set. And you can get this full set from the 2 Mystic Mage looking dudes in the Draconic Citadel area. Other things you're going to want is a magic ring. If you get the Mystic Mage ring from Kronos in the Rebirth area, you get another 45% magic damage multiplier, which is very, very useful. And then the final thing you're going to want is to get a magic jewel, a magic slot item with a bonus of magic damage multiplier. What I use is the Ocean Jewel from the Depths that gives 25% magic damage multiplier bonus, and it is very, very nice. This setup is absolutely crazy. I am not struggling at all to kill this boss while being the same level as him. If I was any higher level, it would be even easier. And once you get to like 3 billion, 5 billion, you can use this setup very easy against the Dragoons. Speaking of mage setups, we're going to move on to setup 2 of this video. If you're wondering why I'm a higher level now, this video is actually re-uploaded, and this is the part I fixed. So anyways, this class build is very, very powerful once you get a little bit higher level. It all evolves around this hat known as the Primal Misfortune. All your gear is going to be the exact same as the last setup, except for this hat, and then the place you get this is going to be the depths from this boss. And then the weapon change will be switched to the Ignition Blade, which comes from this boss in the depths. So everything else is the same as the last setup. Basically, the reason why this setup is so good is you have these 2 very powerful magic attacks, which basically the hat replaces your melee swing with these 2 orbs. And as you can see, if you stand in this exact spot on the Draconic Citadel, you can actually farm 2 Dragoon bosses at once. And basically the blade secondary effect that makes physical attacks explode works on these magical orbs, even though they're magic, and it makes them explode, and it ends up being a very, very powerful attack. So this class is absolutely fantastic, definitely a must try out. Last build I'm going to show off in this video is an awesome melee lifesteal build. So first off, you're going to want the Sea King Crown. This gives 75% armor shred and summons the Sea King minions, which are very strong. You get this in the depths from this boss here, and then you're also going to want both the Dragoon chestplate and the Dragoon leggings, because they both give a ton of physical damage and give you bonus summon counts, and both of these items come from the Dragoon bosses within the Draconic Citadel. Now the shield, you definitely want the Oni shield because it gives you a lot of lifesteal and a lot of armor shred. Now once you no longer need lifesteal because you're really high level, you can do the Unholy Great Shield instead for more attack speed and armor shred. However, for a long time you will need the lifesteal, so use the Oni shield. And the Oni shield comes from pretty much most marketplaces. I'll be honest, I don't know who drops it. I always just got it at the marketplace from World 2 or the Rebirth Hub. It's in there all the time. And then what you're going to want for the ring, instead of using that Mystic Mage ring, you're going to want to use the Forgotten Knight amulet. The Forgotten Knight amulet you can get from the depths as well. Finally, the weapon you're going to be using in this build is going to be the Cursed Blade. So this comes from this boss in the Rebirth 4 area, and it is very good. It has 77% damage multiplier on it, which is very high, and 77% attack speed, which is very, very good. And this sword is basically the best in the game. Most other swords just do not have the DPS that this one does. Once you have this loadout, you can basically melee fight any boss in the game with relatively no problem because you're always dealing enough damage to heal back to max health. Plus, the dragons, the sea kings, the snakes, whatever you want to call the minion guys, do a lot of damage for you. When you run away, they'll still attack. And also, the lifesteal of this build is very, very good, like I mentioned before. Just, you basically never die. It might be a little bit slower than the Dawuga in my opinion, but I still wanted to show off this build because I want y'all to see that there are several different options in this game. You don't only have to do the crazy range staff style builds, you can always go for an in-your-face lifesteal melee build. Anyways guys, that is going to be the 3 builds for this video. Let me know down below if there's any builds I should have mentioned, and also let me know down below if you guys do want to see that early game builds guide video. Thanks for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!